What wrongful death damages can family members recover under A.C.A. Section 1662102(f)? Losing a loved one is devastating, and understanding the damages you can recover under Arkansas law can make a difference. Arkansas's Wrongful Death Statute, ARC, Code N. Section 1662102(f), allows juries or judges to award fair and just compensation for pecuniary injuries, loss of services and companionship for a spouse, and mental anguish for surviving beneficiaries. This statute ensures that compensation includes both the economic and personal impact of the death on surviving family members. The statute broadly defines pecuniary injuries to cover calculable financial losses like lost wages and medical bills and less tangible losses like the value of household services the deceased provided. It recognizes that mental anguish encompasses the grief normally associated with losing a loved one without requiring proof of a diagnosed psychological condition. Non-economic damages include loss of companionship, guidance, and support for spouses, children, and parents, and these amounts depend on the closeness of the relationship and the evidence presented. Mental anguish damages include the emotional pain, sorrow, and suffering that naturally follow such a loss. Punitive damages may be available if the defendant acted with malice or reckless disregard, serving to punish wrongful conduct and deter similar behavior. Arkansas tried to cap punitive damages, but the Arkansas Supreme Court declared that cap unconstitutional in Bayer CropScience LP v. Schaefer. Eligible beneficiaries include the surviving spouse, children, parents, siblings, individuals who stood in loco parentis, and those to whom the deceased stood in loco parentis. A personal representative files the wrongful death action, and if there is none, heirs at law may file. No part of the wrongful death recovery becomes part of the deceased's estate or subject to debts. Damages go directly to the beneficiaries. Arkansas treats a wrongful death claim as a single collective action, and the court divides the recovery among beneficiaries based on the relationship, financial dependence, and emotional loss each suffered. Any beneficiary can request jury apportionment at trial if they prefer the jury to divide the damages. Under Arkansas's modified comparative fault rule, a wrongful death claim can proceed only if the deceased's fault is less than that of the defendant. The award is reduced by the percentage of fault attributed to the deceased. If the deceased's fault equals or exceeds the defendant's fault, the family cannot recover damages. Families must file a wrongful death action within 3 years of the death, and missing the deadline generally bars the claim. If the claim is based on medical malpractice, Arkansas's Medical Malpractice Act usually requires filing within 2 years, and accrual is the date of the wrongful act. Special rules apply for claims involving minors and for cases where the defendant is convicted of murder. Arkansas distinguishes between the family claim and the estate claim, each covering different categories of damages. The family claim compensates survivors for losses such as loss of companionship, parental guidance, services, and mental anguish, and these damages go directly to beneficiaries. The estate's survival action covers pre-death medical bills, conscious pain and suffering, and the decedent's loss of life as a separate element of damages. Both claims may be pursued simultaneously, potentially leading to a larger combined recovery. An experienced lawyer can evaluate which damages apply to your situation, ensuring no category is overlooked. Families dealing with wrongful death should consult a compassionate attorney to gather evidence, handle deadlines, and challenge attempts by defendants to assign blame to the deceased. Working with a knowledgeable attorney can help families understand their rights and maximize compensation under Arkansas law. Having guidance from a dedicated law firm ensures that beneficiaries receive what they are entitled to while focusing on healing. Remember that the purpose of compensatory damages is to make survivors as whole as possible, covering economic losses and the profound emotional impact of losing a family member. Arkansas law recognizes both tangible and intangible losses and provides a mechanism for families to recover them. Although no amount of money can replace a loved one, pursuing a wrongful death claim can provide financial stability and accountability. If you have lost a loved one due to negligence or wrongful conduct, Speak with an attorney promptly to preserve evidence and comply with deadlines. Gates Law Firm PLLC, founded by Joseph Gates, has over a decade of experience helping Arkansas families pursue full compensation. Joseph Gates, a dedicated lawyer and super lawyer's rising star, serves on the boards of the Arkansas Trial Lawyers Association and the American Association for Justice. Clients describe him as someone who cares deeply about his clients and pursues accountability with compassion and determination. For a free consultation with a knowledgeable attorney in Little Rock, call Gates Law Firm PLLC today. Families across Arkansas can visit Gates Law Firm PLLC at 2725 Cantrell Road, ST 200, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72202, United States, or call 501-779-8091 for compassionate help from a committed law firm.